Namaskar, my name is Shaili and I'm going to teach you how to do Indian bridal look, keeping in mind that my viewers are beginners and they don't know much about makeup. So I am going to teach you a simple technique how to do makeup at home if you are becoming a bride or you are going to attend a Indian bridal function or something like that. So welcome to my YouTube channel. Now let's begin, shall we? My face is completely clean and I'm going to show you what my concerns are. I have got a lot of big pores at the center part of my face and I've got lots of pimple marks that comes and go every month, and I have to structure my face because it is way more round and I want some chisel face. Okay, so let's begin. I'm going to start with Charlotte Hollywood Flawless Filter. This is a multitasking product. It is gonna work as a highlighter, as a primer, as a skin tint onto your face, and it must look glowy, dewy. Then this is your product. If you happen to see, I'm just applying it at the perimeter of my face and I'm not going in the inner part of the face. And that is the trick, that we are gonna neglect the center part where I'm having big pores. There's a lot of big things on me, but let's not discuss that. I'm taking a flat foundation brush and now I'm going to blend it out like this, focusing that the product should remain at the outer perimeter of the face like this. You guys, if you have a sister at your home, you do not need to do shopping. You just go to her closet, find out what you like and just take it without permission. No. I'm just joking, okay? If my sister finds out that I am talking like this on social media, she's gonna kill me, like literally. Okay, now look, I have applied this Hollywood Flawless Filter on my face, but we have not applied anything in the central part. Okay, the next we are going with the foundation, and I am using NARS Light Reflecting Foundation. I absolutely love this formula, but the pump and the packaging like this, I hate it. You cannot use this product when you are traveling. And now I'm taking just 2 pumps at the back of my hand, and this is enough for the whole face. So this dotting technique is so good for your face to have an even thin layer of the foundation. Just try it out. If you try these techniques, you would get to know what works best for you. I don't apply it on my foundation brush or directly onto the face. I just like to apply evenly everywhere so that I can easily buff it out and make it look much seamless onto my face. Now I'm using the same foundation brush and I'll start to just tap it everywhere. This is the first step when you apply the foundation. Tap it like this. Okay, now going back to the other side like this, tap it like this and leave the under eye area. As you can see now, my dark circles are strikingly protruding out of my face, but we are gonna tackle it. Don't worry, just leave that under eye area. Don't apply the foundation right now. I'm gonna show you the technique how to cover your dark circles and highlight with the same concealer. Okay, once you have applied your foundation, like tapping it onto your face, start buffing out like this. Buff out like this, so that the pores I was talking about in the middle of the face, like over here, we are gonna blend it out like this, and it is gonna look like a flat surface. This is the best technique to blur out all of your pores on your face. I mean, definitely you're not gonna make it look like a plastic, but at some point you won't be able to find that you have got pores, lots of pores on your face. Okay, once your face is done, the same foundation brush, we are just gonna drag it onto our neck. Like, I used to apply the foundation on the neck for like when I'm going for a special event or something like that, so that it looks little cohesive. But now I have stopped doing it because it has started ruining my, you know, my outfit, my jewelry and everything. So I try to make my face look like my neck somehow. Okay, so just try to blend it out like this. Okay, now we are going to apply the concealer. This is the T-Fit concealer. This is the viral concealer that you are seeing everywhere on the Instagram, on TikTok, or on Facebook, or whatever platform you use for social media. Now, this is the beige shade, natural beige shade. There are 4 different kinds of concealer coming in T-Fit. I have got the natural beige shade. This is the darker beige, this is the medium beige, and this is the natural beige shade. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take the darker beige shade on my flat shader brush. I'm just taking it this much, and now we are going to apply it. So another thing, that I'm going to apply the concealer at just on my dark circles. I'm not gonna drag it out like creating an inverted T shape that we used to see, just concealing the dark circles. Okay, now once I have applied it with the brush, I'm gonna take my ring finger and dab it out. I like to use the fingers to blend out the concealer. It gives a seamless, even finish, and it doesn't deposit much of the extra concealer underneath my under eyes. Okay, look at the difference, guys. This side and this side. This is the thinnest layer you can use on to your under eyes. Okay, one thing I want to tell you guys, if you're using a mirror like this and you want to apply the concealer, always keep the mirror upward and look up, so that all your crease, like, they just go away, you know, and then you start to apply the concealer. If I'm looking down and I'm applying it, it's not gonna give a seamless finish. Okay, so whenever you are using a concealer, always look upwards. This is the right thumb rule. You get it, guys? And if you are applying a mascara, always look downwards. That I'm gonna show it to you, but this is what I'm telling you right now. Okay, this concealer is so good that it blends out so fast. You just have to dab it a little, and that's it. You're done. This bronzer from Chanel, it is called Le Beige Cream Bronzer, and it is in the shade 395. The shade itself is so good that it can be used as a bronzer as well as a contour. So we are gonna call it as a bronzer. Okay, I'm taking the foundation brush from Real Techniques and I'm just gonna dab it like this. Now the technique for contouring is that you need to suck in your cheeks like this. Okay, and now you're gonna see a line over here. Look over here. Can you see it? Now that's where we are gonna put our contour. Now keep your mirror like this onto your desk or wherever. If you are free, then you just keep your mirror over here and start applying it from your ears towards your center of the face. Can you see it? Like this. Now what I'm going to do is I'll just deposit the product over here, and then I'll slowly try to blend it out like this. Okay, it is going upward as well. Like, look over here, I'm just taking it upward like this. Okay, आ गया समझ में? Now, okay, another thing, that do you see this line over here? If you want a chisel face, you just need to apply your contour like this. उसको नीचे से ऐसे लेके जाओ. You have to take it inside your face like this, not onto your face. If you are doing this like this, you're gonna get a line over here and it is gonna look little, you know, messed up. We need to have a proper chisel face. So take it from here till here. So this is gonna give you a chisel face, as well as it is gonna take away your double chin if you have any. Like this. Sorry, I created a sound. Now I'll just take this jhumka upward and I'll start blending it out. I like to apply my product and then blend out immediately. Okay, similarly I'm gonna take it again, gonna place it over here, create this kind of a face to just look at the placement, and now we're gonna blend it out like this. Okay, underneath your chin, around your ears, and just remove your double chin like this. You guys, if you can see my forehead, it is so huge, it is so big. I like to make it a little smaller. So what I'm gonna do is place this bronzer near my hairline and start blending out. I'm focusing more on the center part of my forehead like this and start blending out towards my temples. I'm gonna do it over here as well. You get it? Now whatever is left on my brush, I'm gonna apply it onto my nose. Since my nose is very proportionate, I don't need to do much of the contouring. I'm just placing it onto the side of the nose to get the color and make it a little chiseled. Well, I actually don't require much of the contouring onto my face, but if I don't apply a bronzer, I can easily get away with it. But I'm applying it right now. And that's it. Going back to the concealer, I'm gonna apply a medium beige, which is this shade, to highlight my face. Okay, so I'm gonna take the same brush, load the medium beige shade like this, and we are gonna focus now onto the center part of the face. I'm applying it over here so that when my face is being seen by the camera or anyone, this part is gonna protrude out, and this part where we have applied the bronzer, it is gonna create a shadow, so it will make my face little smaller. Okay, this is all kind of a, you know, a play of light where it falls. When it hits the first place, it is gonna look little protruding out. Okay, now for the nose, I'm just creating the smallest little line over here, and I'm trying to create a straight line. Okay, nothing fancy. I'll just create a small line over here like this. Is it visible over here? Right? Okay, now I'm gonna apply the medium beige shade over here. Okay, just to create play with the light, that when it first hits, it hits at the center part of my face and around my nose, over here, and around my lips, and taking more. This is gonna lift my lip area little up. I'm not applying it on the chin where normally people apply. I'm just applying it onto the sides of the lips. Okay, let's blend it out. For blending, I'm using the same foundation brush to blend. I'll just tap it wherever I have placed the product so that it doesn't go everywhere. I'm just tapping it like this. Okay. Usually I don't apply concealers when I'm doing my daily makeup. I'm just doing it when there is a function to attend, a special event or something like that, or if I'm doing a photography session. Otherwise I just apply my foundation and that's it. Someday I'll show you how to do a daily makeup routine, what I do for my daily makeup routine. Okay, I'm tapping it on my center of the forehead like this, and on the nose like this. For the eyes, I'm just gonna use my fingers, and it works best for me. If you like to use, you can use a sponge or you can use the brush. That depends on to your preference. Look, like this. Okay, now if you're seeing these lines as a concealer applied over here and we have a contour over here, just don't worry about it. We are gonna blend out at the end. Now I'm gonna apply the powder. This is from Huda Beauty. It is called Easy Bake Powder. Right now I'm gonna use the shade Blondie because I'm very much tanned. It is the summer months going on and I like to use little yellow powder. I'm just taking the powder with my brush, and what I'm gonna do is I'll just put it on the lid, and this much powder is enough for the whole face, you know. Make sure that your creases are gone. Like, I'm just blending it out again and placing the powder underneath my eyes like this. Okay, now can you see the difference over here and here? That's what the setting powders do. Now I'll just lightly dab it all over my face right now. So we are gonna do setting powder phase number 1, which is right now going on, and then in the end I'm gonna show you another technique of buffing, which was made famous by Sonia and Faiza from Dubai. And this technique is so good for, like, you know, long events, for people having big pores, oily skin, and it is like a glue to your makeup. Moving on to the eyebrows, I'm gonna use this Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade and a brush. I'm gonna show it to you how much I have used, and this is what I have been using for past 2 years. So another 2 more years to go for this pomade to get completely used up. I'm just loading it over here on my brush, and now I'm gonna brush my hair upwards and outwards like this. Okay, upwards and outwards. What I'm gonna do is I'll start drawing a line below my brows like this, so that it gives a structure to my eyes like this, and start creating hair like strokes from the front. People like to do it from the edge of the brows. I like to do it from the center part of my brows, because here I just need a lot of filling, and over here I'm creating hair like strokes just to make my eyebrows little thicker. Okay, can you spot the difference now? Now we are gonna finish it up by just filling up the edge of my brow, and I'm just filling up the angle, and over here little bit of filling like this. This part of my eyebrows is done, and I'll do the next. I'll come back. Okay, my eyebrows are done, and now we are going to move onto the eyes, and I'm using Huda Beauty Empowered palette, and we are going to use the neutrals and maybe the shimmers for the eyes. So let's roll on this fluffy brush, and I'm going to use this shade, and it is called Get It. Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna apply it onto my crease area like this in a windshield wiper motion. Take more shadow, apply it onto my crease area. Deposit more of the shadow on the outside and take it inside like this. Guys, if you want to invest in a good eyeshadow, I must suggest you go for Huda Beauty eyeshadows, because I have not applied any eye primer or concealer over here, and you can still see the payoff going like amazing. So I absolutely love the pigmentation of Huda Beauty, and there are many other brands, but Huda Beauty is way more affordable in terms of high-end products. You know what I mean? What I'm gonna do is I'll just take a shadow over here around my inner corners like this. Okay, and fluff it out over here onto the outer corner of the eyes. Done. Now what I'm gonna do is I'll take this shadow onto a shader brush which looks like this, like a pencil, and I'm gonna apply it near my lash area and drag it out like this. Okay, and when you reach at this point, create an inverted V shape like this, just to create a smoky, but not much of the smoky, but just like a a shade darker onto your eyes like this, and keep adding the shadow as and when you require it like this. Okay, as you can see, it is little smoked out. The other side, I'm just creating a shadow around my lashes and to the outer corner. Just blend it out like this. You don't need much of the precision to blend the shadows. You just have to keep practicing it until you get to a point where you like to wear makeup in a certain manner. You know what I mean? The more you wear makeup, you are gonna find out what is working out for you and what is not, and that way you are gonna create your own style. It is just so important. Makeup in certain manner, it becomes your style. I'm gonna smoke out my lower lashes as well like this. Okay, and I'm gonna connect the line like this, drag it to the inside. No need to take more of the shadow, just whatever is left on your brush, just go through with it. Okay, over here as well, I'm connecting the line which we had created earlier, and deposit more of the eyeshadow at the outer edge, and whatever is left on your brush, just run through your lower lashes like this. We don't need much of the shadow at the center part of the eyes, just onto the outer edges like this. Okay, now we are going to blend out everything. So now I'm taking a clean shader brush and I'm going to blend out everything over here. Whatever the drama we had created on the outer corner, just blend out seamlessly like this. Onto the other eye, blend out. Don't worry, we don't have any shadow onto our brush. We are just blending whatever we had put earlier and just blending it perfectly. Okay, if you happen to mark, I'm just blending the outer edges of the darker shadow. I'm not going inside over here. I'm just blending out the outer edges like this. Now I'm going to Huda Beauty Wild Jaguar palette and I'm going to use this shadow because I like some kind of a shimmer onto my eyes, and I'm just using my fingers like this. Okay, look at the shadow. It is looking so beautiful, so ethereal, and I'm just gonna dab it onto my eyes like this. Okay, oh my god, it is looking so gorgeous, so beautiful. I absolutely love it. And when I have applied the shadow, as you can see, I'm gonna drag it like this. This is gonna create an illumination onto our inner part of the eyes and make it look a little bigger than it is. Like, look at the shadow. It's so good, so beautiful. Which shadow we had used? This one. Okay, again I'm taking it onto my fingers. Look at the shade, applying it on the other side of the eyes. I'm tapping it, dragging it. It is looking so good, right? Look at my eyes, it is looking so beautiful. I absolutely love it. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a small shader brush, like this small, and I'm gonna use this purple shade. It is looking so beautiful, and I'm gonna apply it on the inner corners like this. Okay, this is gonna create a different halo and make our eyes look a little more multicolor, just onto the inner corners and dragging it little up. Okay, I'm applying it onto my inner corners, dragging it up like this. Now I'm gonna tightline my eyes with Lakme Kajal. It is called Iconic Kajal, and I'm gonna tightline from my inner corners like this and run through my lashes like this. Okay, I'll just take the tip out and run through my lashes. Okay, onto the other side, tightline your inner corners like this and run through your lashes like this. 2 or 3 times is more than enough. This is going to create an illusion that you have got fuller lashes without having lots of fuller lashes. You know what I mean? Okay, moving on to the mascara. I don't like to wear lots of lashes, the fake lashes, because the glue comes off anyhow. Even if I'm using Ardell permanent glue, it is just coming off through my lashes. So what I'm gonna do is I'm taking this All Eyes on You mascara from Stays 929 Beauty. This product was sent to me by the company just to find out how the product works, and it is an amazing mascara. It has a newer technology of tubing mascara because it sticks onto your lashes individually, and it is like a tube onto your individual lashes. So when you are taking it off, you just have to take it like this. And this newer tubing technology was brought out, I think, by YSL. And this mascara itself is so affordable that you can go through like 20 bottles of mascara if you don't want to buy YSL mascara. So just go with this. Can you spot the difference? Like my lashes are instantly going up and they are prominent. So what I'm gonna do is I'll just apply it onto the roots of my lashes, and don't worry if your mascara is going everywhere, we'll just clean it up. For the lower lashes, I'm just applying more of the mascara on the outer edges and run just 1 or 2 times onto the inner lashes. On the other side, you guys, if you are seeing it over here, I have created a mess with the mascara, but don't worry, I'm gonna just take it off. I'll show you how to fix the mascara. Okay, now moving on to the cheek area, I'm using Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk palette. This is in the shade medium dark, and I'm gonna apply this peachy shade with an angular blush brush. Okay, I'm just loading it, and I'll try to apply it onto the lower part of my eyes like this, onto the cheek area. I'm just tapping it like this, like so. As you can see, we have already created a lifted eye look. So I need to apply my blush towards my under eyes so that it looks little lifted. Okay, can you see it? Beautiful shade, isn't it? Onto the other part of the cheek like this. Now onto the nose. I like to apply it on my nose. It looks so beautiful. And whatever is left on the brush, I'll just take it underneath my eyes to just create a W shape. I like this kind of a blush technique, a W shape. I'm putting it everywhere on the middle part so that it gives a sun-kissed makeup look. Okay, now moving on to the highlighter, I'm using the same palette, using a fluffy brush from Real Technique. And now this highlighter, you guys, it's a subtle highlighter, but it is potent. Like, you know, Charlotte Tilbury has a unique formula of the highlighters. Like, look at the glow. Can you see the glow over here? Like, it is subtle, but it is really potent. I'm applying it underneath my brows and creating a C shape like this. This is how I'm gonna get a maximum glow onto the side of my face like this. Okay, other side. You guys, I absolutely love this palette. I think Charlotte should keep it permanent palette. It was a limited edition palette, but if you happen to find this palette somewhere with the resellers or on Sephora, just grab it. I absolutely love this palette. I have in both shades, in fair medium and medium dark. I love it. Now onto the nose. As I have said earlier that my nose is little bit proportionate, I'm just creating a line like this. If you are contouring your nose with specific target to contour, you also need to highlight your nose specifically on a strategic positions. Now I'm applying the highlighter on the side of the nose, over here as well, so that when the light hits, this is gonna illuminate. What do you think, guys? Moving on to the lips, I have got two options. One is from MAC. It is in the shade called Verve. It is like a muted brown tone pink shade, and the shade called Pioneer from Maybelline Superstay series. Okay, so I'm just confused between the two. Which one should I apply onto this makeup look? I'm going with the Maybelline shade, and the trick is to apply this lipstick is to just take out the extra product, and whatever is left on the brush, we are gonna go first with that and then again use the product if required. Okay, starting with my bow of the lips. I'm slowly going inside. Like this. Turning the brush now. I'm gonna create a line on the outer lip like this. Now let this lipstick dry, and don't do that, okay? If you do it, it will start to crumble and it is not gonna give you a good look. So just let it dry like this. Now the last step is to use a compact powder. I'm using MAC Studio Fix Plus, and I'm taking the same brush which we have applied the setting powder. I'm just loading it, and now I'm gonna start buffing it out from the center like this. Okay, this is gonna give an extra layer of safety for our makeup, and this is gonna blur out our pores and create a seamless makeup. Like this, run underneath your eyes, blur out your pores, onto the nose, onto your chin area, and start buffing out like this. On your forehead, start buffing out like this. This technique was made famous by Sonia Faiza from Dubai, and I have absolutely loved this technique. This is like my last step for the makeup. Even if I'm doing my daily wear makeup, I absolutely do this technique in the end. Okay, now the last part. I swear this is the last part, but hear me out. Whenever I'm wearing a sari or an Indian outfit, I like to apply a bindi. This is like my ride or die thing. I cannot live without bindis, and I absolutely love it, you know. Let me show you how it looks when you apply a bindi. It is gonna create completely different look onto your face. Now it is done. It is looking beautiful. Let me just take my hair out. keep it open, let it flow like this. So this is how my makeup has turned out to be. You can wear this as an Indian bridal look, or you can wear it at any special event, or you can attend a party or a get together, or you can, you know, go for weddings or anything like that. And this is how I like to wear it. You guys, do you like this video? Do you like my technique, how I have applied my makeup? If you liked it, please subscribe and follow for more such looks. Okay, till then, bye bye.